This is the area where the challenge takes place. Welcome to Gasthuisvelden. This area is located near the city center of Breda. We will provide you in this video with the intervention we came up with. As you can see, the area consists out of a busy and dangerous road with public park across the street. This video shows how easy people cross the street without any interventions being taken over there. There is no crossover, which can lead to dangerous situations between the pedestrians and car drivers. This is the entrance to the public park. As you can see, it's not very welcoming to the entrance, and besides that, it is nearly anything there's nearly anything in the park. The park also has a warning sign on the gate from the past, time for a solution. Here we thought about the various drivers of global change that have an impact on the general macro levels around the world. The table represents a matrix with the axis of high probability, low probability, and high impact, low impact. The sticky notes are the various trends that were happening throughout the world, and they were placed on the matrix. This part was inspiration and understanding to our hotspot and further developments in our interventions and our prototypes. 3 interventions were created for different target groups. First target group is focused on business people and create interaction with surroundings. The appearance of the building needs to be improved visually in order to create more liveliness and change the image of the building. The second intervention is a well-designed gate to open the access to a public park. Target group was the residents in the area to attract them to the park and everyone that wants to enter the park. The final intervention is the zebra path next to the school area to make a safer environment and also make a connection to the park. Students are the main focus group. Research showed us that bus stops are used very frequently. However, no safe crossover is provided. This leads to the chosen intervention. We used 3 different research methods. The first research technique we used is the gravity wall, which we placed at the bus stop. The people that walked by could add positive and negative bullet points on the gravity wall for each intervention. The second research technique we used is the stakeholder map, which shows who is involved in the area of Gasthuisvelden and what their function is. The third research method shows what the perspective of people is on the area of Gasthuisvelden. We searched on Instagram for #Gasthuisvelden, where a lot of photos popped up. The research methods lead to our main findings on the location. The first intervention is about the zebra crossing with the following positive and negative remarks. The positive remarks were attracting attention, the safety boards, safety in general, and the colorfulness. The negative remarks were the crossing is closer to the bus stop, bad for cars, the crossing is too big. The second intervention is about the old tax building with the following positive and negative remarks. The only positive remark, what it would have an outside terrace. The negative remark were no sun over there, not great when you are on the first floor. A lot of people are not attracted by the building. And the third intervention was about the entrance of the park. The positive was attracting dog lovers. It is environmentally friendly. It has a nice entrance and is good for kids. A negative was there is not enough green and benches, and where is the entrance leading to? The second technique we used was the stakeholder map. As you can see, there are a lot of stakeholders involved in the area of Gasthuisvelden. For example, municipality, city, business people, students, and inhabitants. Each stakeholder is connected to one and another. At the photo study, we found out that the office building offers a lot more to the community. They organize boot camps, they have an information center, and for example, during Christmas, they had a Christmas fair on top on the building. After we made our 3 interventions and further did our research, we decided to go for one of the interventions, which is the pedestrian crossing, in other words, a zebra path. Here we were working on a prototype taking into consideration the scale of all our items by measuring everything, and proceeding, drawing, and building our prototype. At this point, we are currently explaining our prototype and receiving feedback and tips from our peers. Initially, our prototype are 3 different zebra path crossing, one wide zebra path, like as in Breda Central Station, a sideway crossing and a normal one. These were our interventions with the possibility for our target group to be able to customize the zebra path themselves. The park is included in the prototype to show the multifunctionality of the zebra path. After receiving feedback, we changed and updated our prototype and took it to our destination to test it. At the destination, we had the opportunity to explain and interact with our target group and on what they feel about our intervention and prototype. We asked five different groups of people to test our prototype, and all of them were positive towards the pedestrian crossing, and many of them would prefer the white crossing over the other ones. Every single interviewed person confirms and agreed the possible dangers without a crossing. Looking back at the process and our prototype, the students were very enthusiastic about the plan, especially the park creator with the prototype is very interesting. This gave us a lot to think about the potential of the place. The zebra crossing is just one of the elements to create difference within Gasthuisvelden. In order to create more liveliness and a coherent neighborhood, all interventions could be realized toward the same goal and achievements. A park could be a central meeting place for students, business people, residents, and all other target groups. In order to realize how residents and visitors see the place, a bigger chance should be made. We always considered it in the back of our mind that the plan is bigger than just a zebra path, and everything could be realized more to achieve the same goal.